Let him cook. Let him cook. Let him cook.
Is this our sponsor?
Is Coca-Cola?
We're not a sponsor. We just want them to be.
If you want to sponsor us, that'd be lovely. Welcome into the Sources Say podcast, your go-to Kentucky basketball podcast on the KSR Podcast Network. I am your host, Jack Pilgrim of Kentucky Sports Radio. Very excited to be joined. Hey, if you were on the YouTube channel, you've already heard him yap for like 2 hours, but
I hope we have a lot of overlapping customers.
We're going to get a lot of Zack Geoghegan takes today, and I love it because you deserve all of the Zack Geoghegan takes.
Yeah, what I love about saying takes is I say something stupid along the way, and then that's the one that everyone picks up on. So I love that. That'll happen too. I'll say something dumb over the next 2 hours, but that's the fun that we're having here. And I had a blast with Phoenix over the last hour and 45 talking women's basketball. So let's talk the men's side.
Zach, this is awesome. Like, I didn't know what I was expecting when they rolled this event out and said, hey, we're going to, let's try to shove as many Kentucky fans in here as we possibly can. It's going to be vendors over here, inflatables over here, booths, booths. Mark Pope up on stage talking, players signing autographs. Like, I kind of understood the vibe, but I couldn't envision it without, I needed to see the fans be a part of it, and seeing how many fans there truly are, my mind is just absolutely blown. This is above and beyond anything I could have imagined of how cool this event could be.
Well, I don't know if you've seen recently, but waiting for the player autographs over there, the line, have you seen it?
It's unbelievable.
Easily 1,000 people waiting in line for the player autographs for the men's side right now. But I was telling Phoenix this year, I'm in the same boat. I had no idea what to expect coming in here. I didn't know if it was going to be different rooms that were cut off and you kind of had to navigate your way through. I didn't realize it was going to be this convention center just blown all the way up. We got Tubby Smith right over here. He's
coming on.
He's going to be coming on in a second.
Coming on.
He was just up there talking with Kenny Brooks. You had Mark Pope was literally doing Zoom action, the podcast that we do up on the screen.
We gotta explain the ridiculousness of that and why that this would only work in Lexington. Why this would only work for Big Blue Nation. So yeah. I'm hearing Mark Pope talk, and it's like he's giving a presentation at some conference.
It was
somewhere.
A PowerPoint,
and like a coaching clinic. He's hey Pope, we're inviting you to some high school in St. Augustine, and you're the keynote speaker. And it's okay. What does a Mark Pope presentation look like? And I'm listening, and I'm like, he's literally going point by point of his offense and what they're looking for, and it's a film breakdown with Mark Pope. And I'm telling you that there are 1,000+ fans sitting, hanging on to every single word from Mark Pope, and just like a puppy dog, just drooling, sitting there watching, oh my gosh, I can't believe that we get this. But that wouldn't work at Florida. That wouldn't work at Alabama. That wouldn't work at any.
No one would show up to Florida.
Anybody that says they could recreate that, they're lying to your face, because Big Blue Nation is one of one, and that's why we're special. That's why we do what we do, what we just got to experience over there.
Well, and just all the other stuff. We might. Stephen pitched aside. I don't know if I've been busy, so I haven't talked to you, but going around, looking at, taking the camera, doing the podcast while we're looking at some of the booths and stuff like that.
We're going to do that.
We'll go to Jimmy's booth, check out all his memorabilia he's got. We'll go to True Blue Customs. He's over there as well. Kind of we'll really show it off, because it's hard to put into words, kind of exactly how cool this is. And I've gone up to a couple of different UK people and just said, thank you for doing this, because you pulled it off perfectly, and giving us an opportunity to sit here and just yap for a couple hours, kind of as a side factor of it is really cool too. But there's just so many people here, and the buzz for Kentucky basketball is ridiculously high right now. There was 500 people lined up at 10 o'clock this morning outside Rupp Arena, and that wasn't even for Big Blue Madness, Jack. That was for the event before the event. So that we're not even Big Blue Madness is a spectacle on its own, but now Fan Fest is becoming a thing, and I hope they do this every year. Moving it to Saturday was a great idea. It's panned out perfectly so far.
Talking to some of the people organizing all of this, they've said that they use this as just the guinea pig event, just hey, this is our first time trying this. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what sticks. Let's see what doesn't stick. And they said they already have a list of notes for next year of, hey, we liked how this is going, but let's one-up it in this way. So they're using, this is the bare minimum of what it's going to look like moving forward.
Yeah, Khalil Whitney is back. He's been back there for an hour and a half playing 5-on-5 with just random fans.
It's just one-on-one. If you watching this want to come in here and say, hey, Khalil, the Dragon,
you want to play real quick?
You want to play one-on-one? He'll go, yeah, sure. Sounds good. That's why BBN is one of one. It's so cool.
Yeah,
so freaking cool.
I was skeptical about the moving it to Saturday thing, but when you're here, it all just kind of makes more sense now. Like, you wouldn't be able to do this on a Friday, like just coming in the middle of the day and stuff like that. So you're able to make it very much about the fans. It's called Fan Fest, but it really is about the fans. And it's been a great event so far. So very, very happy with how it's all gone and happy to be a part of it, a small part.
Can I admit something here on the show?
Please. Did you not squat this morning?
No, I did, actually. Actually, no, it's Saturday, so I have the weekend
off day. Not a real grinder.
A kid kicked my ass over there playing one-on-one.
Oh.
It was one of those. I had to show him some unk status stuff and be like, hey, young feller, I got you. But leaving him open for some open threes and stuff. But he got me good.
I hope there's video of it.
If you are, there is actually. I think I retweeted it. But yes, that did happen to me today, kid. If you're watching this, I'm proud of you. You hit your shots. I left you open, and
Tubby might be coming over, Jack.
Hand down, man down. That's what happened. So I thoroughly enjoyed getting my butt kicked this morning.
I will be watching that video if you retweet it or whatever. I'm going to go find that one for sure. But it does look like Tubby Smith is going to be coming over here right
Tubby
now.
Smith on right now.
So I'm gonna step away for that because
you got to be part of this. No, you're a part of this.
He needs to hold a mic and he needs to have the mic.
No, he's going to be between us. He's going to be between us. He's going to be between us.
This is the all-time source to say moment right here.
Yeah, this is amazing.
This is is this the third coach, second coach to be on source to say?
Outside of assistant coaches, but head coaches, I believe so.
So John Calipari didn't come on?
He has a whole security.
He does. He needs
Orlando Tubby Smith. Man, what an honor this is. Absolute honor.
Zach, nice to meet you. Zack Geoghegan. Zach, come sit down with us.
Zach.
Yeah, yes, sir. Make it easy for you.
You're going to stand?
Hey, we'll stand for you.
I'm good.
Are you good?
I'm messing with you.
I just want you to be comfortable.
I'll do whatever you say, Tubby Smith.
Are you Zach, too?
I'm Jack.
Jack and Zach.
Yeah.
Come on.
We'll make it difficult, but easy.
You guys making this up, right? Zach.
So being back in Lexington, what does this mean to you to be around the fan base again, to get the warm embrace that you so obviously deserve?
I don't know if I deserve it, but I'll accept it. But but people deserve, Kentucky deserves it. Not necessarily me, my players. And I was so blessed to coach here. Like Cameron Mills and Jeff Shepard and Allen Edwards and Scott, all those guys. And I never made a jump shot that was meaningful since 1973, and I tell people all that all the time. So and I was listening to Kenny, coach, talk about his team and how great they are. And then I watched Mark Pope's team work out yesterday. So I'm so impressed with the character of the men that are leading our Kentucky Wildcats now. And I say our because Kentucky is probably where I spent most of my time. 12 years I was here. 2 years as assistant coach and 10 years as a head coach. So I'm always pulling for Kentucky. And I'm pulling for Coach Brooks and Coach Pope.
Tubby, you know more than anybody on this planet what it's like to follow a legend and how difficult that is, the pressure that comes with that, and also understanding that when things work and I am able to have that level of success, that it can be just the absolute peak of the sport. Watching Mark Pope kind of follow in those same footsteps, following John Calipari, how do you think he has done, and how do you kind of envision year two going for him?
I think he's been excellent. Done a remarkable job last year. Get him into the second round. I mean that alone, with 9 new players. I don't think he had any returning players. Maybe 9 new players, and to be able to mold them into a competitive team. And if the kid doesn't get hurt during the season, he would have probably won the league or been one of the top teams. I know Tulane ended up, not Tulane. I mean Auburn. Tulane. Watching Tulane football tonight, but
John Summerall.
But he did a fantastic job, and I know with his staff, especially Mark's staff and Kenny Brooks, I was so impressed with the level of teaching and coaching, and how the players communicated with each other and how they responded to their teaching and coaching.
I got one.
Well, so what is the connection that you have with Kenny Brooks? I know that you guys have a strong relationship. Just how did that come to be, and how cool is it to watch him kind of take his own program over?
Over the years, I've Kitley, he had a player whose uncle played for him. She played for him was all ACC Player of the Year. She's from the High Point area in North Carolina, and her uncle worked with me or worked at the university, at High Point University. So I started watching his teams there very closely. But then we have some things in common because he played for Lefty Driesell at James Madison, and I almost played for Lefty in 1969 when he came to Maryland. I had a chance to meet him and get to know him, which was a fantastic coach and teacher. So, and then we have similar coaching tree. By that I mean, he's coached his 3 daughters. He got one on the team now. I coached 2 of my sons, but I had 3 boys. He had 3 girls. And so it's a family affair for him, and it was a family affair for me. And it's been that with, John Calipari had a chance to coach his son. Rick Pitino had a chance to coach his son. It's a beautiful thing we can have family. So, and Mark Pope obviously has the pedigree and have the family background too. Having played here, he knows what it takes to win here. Okay.
As someone who's been in this position as head coach, just kind of a general question: what is it like to be on the inside walls of being the head coach of Kentucky, like a day to day? What is that like?
Well, it's a genuine. When at 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, you're representing the best basketball program in America, and all you can think about is what can I do today, or what have I done today to help make Lexington, to help Kentucky basketball be better. And so, but every coach, again, thinks that way, whether you're at High Point or from Tulsa or Georgia, and that's why you're successful, because you're committed to doing it the right way. You love being in the gym. You love that relationship with players, because it's a lifetime commitment. So that's, and we all got in it. I said coaches got in it because they love the game and they love being around kids and helping them, watching them reach their dreams. It just so happened that it's at Kentucky, the best basketball program in America. So you can't change who you are. You may adapt, but you can't. You have to be yourself. And I think the most important thing is developing that philosophy and that system and that culture and sticking to it.
I got another one. Other than Kentucky, what was your favorite coaching spot? Favorite place to coach for?
Well, probably when I look back at it, Tulsa.
Okay.
Probably was because it was my first head coaching spot. But I love coaching high school ball too. I didn't think I was going to be a college coach. I wanted to be a high school coach. And I had some pretty good teams at Great Mills High School in Southern Maryland and in Hope County and Rayford, North Carolina. And then I went to VCU, where we had a lot of success under J.D. Barnett, who had coached me for a year at High Point. So I had great teachers. I had great mentors throughout my career. And so I just wanted to be like them. And I knew I was going to teach and coach in the 9th grade because of my 9th grade math teacher who taught my dad into let me play basketball. So it's about giving back.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. That's why I was so happy to be a part of today with Kenny Brooks, Coach Brooks, because he, at least he said, I followed your career, Coach, and appreciate it. And so, and I hope that we helped him somewhere along the way, and he's one of the many I hope that I've been able to touch their lives, not just the players and my assistant coaches, but just the fans and other coaches around America.
Go down memory lane for your time in Lexington. Who is the most talented player that you ever coached to come through Kentucky?
I want to know that one too.
But there's not a better athlete than Rajon Rondo. I just thought that pound for pound, it's kind of like being a boxer. He move up the weight class, move down in the weight class, and still be the best athlete. And but I had some great players here. You know, the Tayshaun Princeton, who just went into the Hall of Fame, the Kentucky Sports Hall of Fame a couple weeks ago. We were here to honor him, and I couldn't be happier for him. The Jody Meeks, who went into the Hall of Fame, the Chuck Hayeses, Jeff Shepard, you know, just on and on and on. Just some great athletes, and I just named a few. I don't want to leave anybody out, but I know I have. But every one of them, Allen Edwards, they were all special. And like I tell them, I love everyone that I ever coached, every player I've ever coached. And I want them to know that and tell them I appreciate everything they meant to me and my career and my family.
We got 2 more questions with you, Coach, and we'll get you out of here. Speaking of Rajon Rondo, coming from Louisville, getting him from the Louisville Cardinals, Mark Pope is in a very similar position right now with trying to recruit the number 1 player in the country. What kind of recruiting win was getting Rajon? Did that feel in the time and kind of the rivalry back and forth of that? How redeeming was that win?
Well, it wasn't so much redeeming as just that we had a need, and we had a greater need for him than probably anyone else, because we needed a point guard, and certainly Rajon had been great at Oak Hill Academy and at Eastern and in AAU basketball, and had a great reputation as being a very intelligent player, a very smart player, and he proved that while he was here. And he proved it in the NBA. Just like guys like Nazr Muhammad has national championships in basketball. And the one thing I regret is that Rajon didn't get an NCAA championship, and Tayshaun didn't get an NCAA championship. Those great players that deserved, you know, if they had a better coach, maybe they could. They might have had a chance to win one.
Stop it.
But we were very fortunate to coach some good players, and I don't know. I got off the subject about Rajon because
it was a good way. I was putting you on the spot for it.
It was a great recruit. You know, I mean, it was very gratifying and very satisfying, and certainly had us in the Elite Eight again. You know, with that team. So, what more can I say? Thank you all for having me today.
One message to this next team, the Mark Pope's year 2. If you were on the sideline coaching this team, what would be your message as they kind of start the process tonight, Big Blue Madness, and let this season begin for year 2 of Mark Pope?
Well, I would think just believe, you know, trust the system. You know, I told him yesterday, you know, you got to be able to anticipate, not just on the court, but off the court as well. You got to visualize and see things actually before they happen, and you got to dream about it. As a coach, I remember even when I was a student in college, you know, in high school, I couldn't sleep until I rehearsed the exam, swimming through my mind, the game, the plan, execute the plan, you know, and if you do that, Coach has a great staff. Coach Brooks has a great staff. Coach Pope has a great staff. Trust that they're going to give you the advice and put you in the best situation. So just let it happen, and again, trust the system.
Tubby Smith needs no introduction or departure. You are the absolute best, man. It's an honor, truly an honor. Jack and Zack.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Tubby.
Tubby Smith, everyone. I can't believe that happened.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
So that is the man.
Are we kidding me right now? Can we just acknowledge
the reason
how cool it is?
The reason I'm here right now is because of Tubby Smith. Those were the first teams I ever got to watch. So that was very. Well, I'm sweating. Actually, my back is soaked in sweat right now because that was very nerve-wracking. But that was a lot of fun. What are you looking at?
Just let Jack know he's got comments here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that was really cool.
If we have questions or anything, you can pull them up, and I'll try to answer them. But yeah,
I was trying to think of a good question. I was like, I don't want to sound like an idiot in front of.
That's very true, man. Absolute legend right there. I didn't want to it was on my mind because it's on a lot of these fans' mind when we're talking about if we were to narrow down 2 topics that fans have come up to me and wanted to know, just dying to know.
I bet I know
it
one.
It was, what's the big surprise tonight? What's
Yeah.
happening tonight? We got to know. And when is Tyron Stokes committing? So I didn't want to put him on the spot there, but like there is something to be said about the value of landing Rajon Rondo over the Louisville Cardinals, the home state Louisville Cardinals as a 5-star McDonald's All-American. There are some parallels there. There are some overlaps, but
The difference is Louisville's not in the top 2 for this recruitment.
A lot of Tyron Stokes buzz. Here tonight. Are you expecting any Tyron Stokes surprise appearances? Any like Aaron Bradshaw level commits right before the ceremony starts? Like what are we thinking here?
I mean, I think the dream that I would have is, and I think this has been mentioned before, but so the Big Blue Madness has started. The cameras are just like painting the crowd, showing the fans and all that. And all of a sudden, the spotlight just like shines down on one person in the middle of, thank you, middle of row 13 of section 221, and there's a 6'8", 17-year-old just sitting there on his phone. It just says committed, something like that. Like that's kind of how I've dreamt of it the last couple of nights, among other things. I have weird dreams. Not Tubby Smith talking to him though. Those have actually never crossed my dreams.
I dream about that.
So
that's
it's
something
reality,
that's
buddy. You just lived it.
That's worthy of a dream.
But no, and I wouldn't be shocked if Tyron Stokes commits 3 months from now. I don't think that'll happen. But we're just at the point with him where you kind of got to expect the unexpected with Tyron, and he's seen all the commitment buzz. So he'll lean into a one.
He has seen the commitment.
He'll lean into a one
he
or
asks
another.
about it and goes, "Well, how do people know about this? This was supposed to be a top well kept secret."
So he'll mess with people on purpose to do that.
So I will say that's my kind of like advice going into the night, going into this weekend. His birthday is tomorrow. Shout out, happy birthday, Tyron Stokes. Tyron is an interesting kid. He goes by the beat of his own drum. He is unique in the best way, but also like petty in the best way, where
Jacob Polachek has found that out the hard way.
Still waiting for him to not block him on Twitter. But Tyron is the type where if something leaks, he wants something well kept secret and it leaks, he will delay it just for the sake of delaying it to be petty. Like that is something to keep in mind here, that expect the unexpected is probably the best way to handle this. Is there a chance that something happens tonight where we get kind of tie in with Big Blue Madness? I'm not personally expecting it. I have things pre-written.
We'll be prepared.
We're ready. Be prepared. Be ready.
We are ready.
We are personally ready on our end, but kind of just once we feel good about the destination, and I do feel good about Kentucky as the destination, I kind of have just taken a step back and said, all right, kid, sure, you're the number one kid in the country. You get to make your own decision, decide when you want to decide, and we will follow your lead. So I'm no longer stressing over Tyron Stokes' commitment, but fans here absolutely are, because they are wanting to know the absolute end of it with them.
Yeah, and while I don't think or know if Tyron Stokes will be one of the visitors tonight or special guests, as much as I pry, I have not been able to get any names of the big guests tonight, but I continue to be told that those 2 words, big and guests, are together. So I don't know what it'll be, but I'm told to be ready, in the worst way possible.
Being ready. Yes, I for those wondering about the guests and the special appearances and the surprises and things of that nature, I've really tried hard to, find. I think the issue is we've been let down so many times where it has been leaked to me that hey, Lil Wayne is on his way. Mm-hmm. Yes, we are live.
What do you need?
You want to come on, Deb?
Deb Moore's.
You want to come on?
Do you have something?
Yes, Darius Miller. We would love Darius Miller to come on. Yes, absolutely.
Do we want Darius Miller on? Yes, we want Darius Miller on.
If Darius Miller is nearby, we would love to have Darius Miller on.
Where's his security detail?
We'll continue talking until Darius comes over. We just need to keep his chair here. Love you, Deb.
Yeah, I'll just move it around when he gets here.
We've heard Lil Wayne is on his private jet, and he's on his way. Oh, his jet got delayed, and now he's not going to be able to make it. We've heard Drake rumors 100 years over, and it
happened once.
It happened once, but we keep hearing about the next level surprise aspect of it. So I think they've kind of gotten to the point where it's they want to just, not put it out into the atmosphere and just let it happen. So here is what I've been told.
I want to hear your best guesses
about it. I've been told it is a Rick Pitino level surprise of what it was last year with Rick Pitino showing up. That it is a Rick Pitino level.
Well, you know the first name that came to my mind when you said that.
Who is that?
John Calipari. There's your Rick Pitino level right there. Come on, let's bring him back.
Here
comes Darius right
Darius
now.
Miller. Let's
get to sit here, Darius.
How you doing? Wherever y'all want me.
Yeah, right here. Appreciate you.
We're live. We're ready to go.
How y'all doing?
Doing great. Yeah,
one and
having
only.
a blast.
Darius Miller, man, what's it like? And I know you've been around. You're around town often. Just what's it like, kind of digging in those roots here in Lexington?
Oh man, it's been amazing so far. Introducing my wife to some of my favorite Lexington experiences. My kids, taking them to games, soccer games, volleyball games, and just being on the other side of things. It's been a lot of fun building, like you said, my foundation now that I'm back here in Kentucky. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying Phase 2.
We know what you're doing on our end, but for the fans that are not familiar, just what are you getting into, and what do you want fans to know about what you're doing right now?
Yeah, so we're here today for the Fan Fest to highlight the Alumni Center, the gym out by the mall. We're trying to make it a home for all of our alumni in multiple sports, trying to get them to come back and really just pour into the community. We want to put together a lot of different training services, leagues, camps, clinics, and really just be like a hub for, certain sports, certain indoor sports. And like I said, just get the university, the alumni, and community, just make it a hub for it all to, grow, expand, connect, and do fun things.
Why is it important for you to do that here, knowing your journey, not from Lexington personally, but knowing the impact that Lexington made on you? Why is it important for you to do what you're doing here?
In my experience playing professionally, I got to talk to a lot of my peers. I got to see their experience, growing up, how they grew up in the, realm of basketball or whatever sport it was that they played when they were smaller, and just the experience that they got from different professionals, different collegiate athletes that came back to those bigger cities, the LAs, the Chicagos. I want to be able to, provide those sort of resources to our kids here because, we have a very passionate fan base when it comes to sports all the way around. So I want to make sure the kids get the same opportunities that a kid in Chicago, a kid in LA, a kid in New York would get. So like I said, I'm trying to get, as everybody knows, we have a huge selection of alumni, to come back and pour into the community, and not just in sports, just building that connection and supporting the people that supported us. Because as you guys know, the fans here are just amazing. They do a good job of empowering us and pushing us through our careers. So I felt like it was important for us to have just a small part where we can come back, kind of huddle together and, pour into the youngins and give them the information that we didn't really get. Well, at least the guys that grew up here or in other small towns, throughout America.
You participated in a few Big Blue Madnesses. Any moment or memory stick out in particular over those 4 years?
I think that first one with Coach Cal, honestly, because it was just a whole new energy in here. John was in here, Cuz was in here. There's a lot of pretty popular people that came throughout the time frame leading up to that and was excited about the season. So that was probably my most memorable one.
Kind of on that note, when was the moment that you realized that John Wall and Boogie were the real deal?
I knew John Wall was, I wasn't as familiar with Big Cuz. I knew his name and everything, and I actually saw him in Hawaii play one game, and I knew he was crazy. But I played against John at some different camps in high school, so I knew how good he was. I actually had been in communication with John a little bit, just talking to him like when I was in high school and everything. So I was super excited for him to come. And then when I got to see him in college, he was a whole different animal, of course, than he was in high school. And then Cuz, too, it was unbelievable. Not to leave out E. Bled, too, because he kind of came out of nowhere, and he was unbelievable from day one. So I think that first day, all of us that were here the year before kind of knew, like, this was going to be something totally different.
TBT legend, Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, definitely. It was so much fun to watch him do that and, just have fun and enjoy the crowd. and the Rupp Arena atmosphere again. So that was a lot of fun to witness.
Darius, you've been a part of the generation gap from Billy G to Cal, and now being in Lexington for the transition from Cal to Pope. What is it like kind of seeing from, up close but also afar the kind of generations of Kentucky basketball kind of coming together? There's an awkwardness that comes with departures and new coaching changes and things like that, but there's also kind of a beauty and fresh starts with that. So what's it like kind of being a part, an indirect or direct part of all three?
It's a lot of fun to witness, and me growing up here, I've been one to kind of witness the development and the maturation of the program over the time. So it's been a lot of fun to, like you said, be a part of it and kind of get front row seats to witness the different transitions. And I think this one here is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm super excited about the team this year, and I'm just trying to do my part to be a bridge whenever I can. Talk to the older guys, let them know it's still the same feel around here. The university, the fans, everybody wants everybody to come back and still be a part of this. So, yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. Like I said, and having the opportunity to expose my daughters to it, like the fandom, the quality of the university is it's been a lot of fun also.
Darius, I got to just tell you this in person while we're live, and people are so I can admit this out in the open. I shed a tear when you burst through the paper hoop on your senior night. I shed a tear, so I needed to tell you that, own up to it, be a man about it. But it was an emotional night for a lot of fans, just knowing your journey and what you've meant as for so many important Kentucky teams. What was the most important moment of your Kentucky career in being a part of history in so many different ways?
Winning the chip. It was just an amazing feeling. The team that I won it with was amazing. From day one, they were bought in to win it in championship. So it was really fulfilling, especially coming just short the year before when we had a really good chance. We wasn't supposed to really do that my junior year, and we kind of, figured out a system, found a rhythm. So to be able to push that team so far, and then the next year just turn around and get the job done, it was amazing and one of the highlights, of my whole basketball career.
I want to ask an NBA question. I'm going to kind of do this off memory, but I think it might have been like 2016 or 17 you played for the Pelicans. Mm-hmm. Does that sound right? Mm-hmm. I think you might have led the league in three-point shooting, like 40 in the 40%, maybe like top 2 or 3. Do you remember that year where you were kind of like a key piece to the Pelicans and like one of the best three-point shooters in the league? Do you remember that, and what was that experience like for you?
That was Rondo and DeMarcus Cousins.
That's right.
That was the easiest basketball I've ever played in my life. Wow. Easiest basketball I've ever played in my life. We had, of course, Anthony. He was like on an MVP run. He was getting MVP votes. DeMarcus, he was like, if I'm not mistaken, close to averaging a triple-double every game. Rondo pretty much facilitated it all. So all I had to do was space the court. I was just able to knock down shots. It was my first year back from Germany. So it was amazing to, get a little bit of redemption, do it with some guys I was familiar with. And we went to the playoffs, which was amazing, but we just happened to run into Golden State with KD and Steph. And so there wasn't much we could do.
It happens.
Yeah. Nothing bad about losing that team.
No, but that year was so much fun. It was so amazing. I learned so much from those guys, and being able to play in the NBA playoffs was a totally different experience than anything I've ever experienced.
Did Boogie tear his Achilles right after that then? So I guess that kind of
that year.
That year. So that kind of broke up the pairing of him and AD. What would have happened, you think, if Boogie was able to stay healthy that year? They only played like maybe a full season, something like that?
Yeah, it was like one season. Well, maybe, probably one season with the two combined, because I know Cuz came in half and then he got hurt midway through. But it was amazing, honestly, man. I haven't seen anything like that on a basketball court before or since, just with both of them, their ability to handle the ball, facilitate, score, create their own shot. They were just amazing teammates, made everybody better. So you got 2 7-footers playing pick and roll, grabbing it off the glass, facilitating the offense. It was unbelievable. That's why it was the easiest basketball that I ever played, because you had to pack the paint, and it just left the shooters, open to just have free reign. So it was a lot of fun, man. It was so much fun, and I wish I could have saw, those two kind of grow together, especially with the leadership of Rondo and a Drew Holiday beside him. So we had a pretty good team, man. That was unbelievable.
Celtics legend Drew Holiday. I'm a diehard Celtics fan. How underrated is Boogie in terms of his dominance at the highest level in the NBA? I feel like people don't discuss him up there with the Shaqs and but I feel like when he was at his peak, there weren't many more dominant bigs to walk through the league ever, in my opinion.
No, I don't think so. He was one of the most skilled bigs in the history of basketball, in my opinion. He could shoot, he could dribble, he could post up. He was a great passer. He defended well. He wasn't a liability on defense. Just all the way around, he was just a great player. He was like a big guard, honestly. And I think he might have been just a little bit before his time. Because if he could have caught the NBA right about now where he had the space to just be DeMarcus, it would be unbelievable. And I would have loved to see him with some of those big matchups that we got now, the Jokic, the Embiids, you know what I mean, when he was at his prime. That would have been a lot of fun to watch. So
Boogie versus Jokic that'd be must-see TV.
Oh, my goodness. That would have been amazing because, Jokic is unbelievable. But DeMarcus did so much on the court, too, so it would have been a lot of fun to watch that matchup.
It's like Back to the Future where he's playing Johnny Be Good, and he's like, you guys aren't ready for that, but your kids are going to be. Your advice to this upcoming Kentucky team, knowing the journey that they're about to go on as Big Blue Madness is here, they're starting kind of making a name for themselves. What would you say to them as they kind of begin their life as a Kentucky Wildcat?
I would just say figure out your process. I know Coach Pope is going to have them. They're going to have an identity. You know what I mean? Just buy into it completely. Don't get caught up in everything that's going around it. There's going to be a lot of hype. You're at the University of Kentucky, but it's basketball, so just stick to what got you here and, figure out a process every day that allows you to get 1% better every day. And like I said, Coach Pope's going to have those guys ready. They have a ton of talent. So I'm excited to watch. I think they have a good shot of doing some special things. I don't want to put too much out there or, get too crazy. But I got a lot of hope for this group, and I feel like the leadership will get this talent, into a really good spot to where they get into a good rhythm when the time comes,
Who is going to be the guy that we're talking about at the end of the season that we're not talking about right now?
Oh, man, that's a great question.
Kentucky fans talk about all of them is the problem.
Yeah. I'm really interested in the Kentucky guys. Not that I'm not interested in everybody else, but the young fellas that's coming in, super interested to see how they're going to turn out. I feel like they have a lot of talent. I haven't got a chance to see them live yet, but I've watched a lot of highlights and stuff. So I'm thinking that they will not start off slow by any means because they're extremely talented, but kind of grow and find a rhythm. And then I think maybe towards the end of the year hit a stride because, like I said, those guys, especially Jasper, he's a monster. So I'm excited to watch him play.
Anything else you want before we get Darius out here?
I'm good.
Message to BBN about what Kentucky means to you being here and just kind of the impact it's had on your life being a Kentucky Wildcat.
Oh, man, it means everything to me, honestly. Like I said, just being able to be in this next chapter of my life with my family and being able to kind of bring them into this and build myself, and try to build things for the community in partnership with the university, in partnership with some of my old teammates. It's just been a lot of fun, and I'm really excited to try to make an impact here in Kentucky while I'm back because I've learned a lot, I've seen a lot. I've been exposed to a lot and have a lot of, relationships. So I want to try to bring people here. I want to try to bring experiences here. So I'm just excited to, get to work here, try to, like I said, leave a mark here in the state of Kentucky and also, enjoy my family in the time being.
I actually do want to. We got a viewer question for you. Yep. It's kind of a common one going around, but give us your starting 5 all-time Kentucky basketball players.
Oh God!
You can use yourself. You can use your teammates.
I'm not going to use myself.
I'd put him at the 3. Put him right there at the 3.
I appreciate anybody that puts me on there, but I wouldn't put myself. Even if I felt like I wouldn't put myself on there. I go John. I'm a little bit biased too because the guys that I played with are unbelievable. So I go John Wall. I'd go kind of a big lineup. I think I'd go Jamal Mashburn.
Oh, I like that.
I think I'd go Tayshaun Prince. And then I'd go DeMarcus and AD.
That is a tall team. It'd be tough to stop.
Yep.
I don't know how.
Maybe switch out another 2 for a little bit more shooting, but that'd probably be my lineup.
That team's going 40-0. Nobody is beating that team, so the conversation doesn't really need to even switch from that. Hey, Darius.
Actually, Tony Delk. Throw Tony Delk at the 2 because that's my personal favorite. Okay. So throw Tony Delk at the 2. So we go Jay Wall, Tony Delk, Tayshaun Prince, AD, and then DeMarcus Cousins.
Love it. Hey. Jamal Mashburn off the bench.
Oh, easiest. Yeah. 6 man.
6 man of the year, I think.
Best 6 man ever.
Hey, Darius, absolute honor, man. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Seriously.
Absolutely, man. Yep.
All right.
Tell people to like. We have 85 likes. We should be at 200.
Steven just put a knife to my side and said, if you don't like the video, it's going inside my gut.
This video. Like it right now.
So hit us with a like, subscribe. We're at 85 likes. Get to 86 for Steven. Actually, someone remove a like. Make it 84. No, seriously, don't. Go to 200, actually, please.
Like this. We appreciate it, man.
While Darius was talking, we missed something going on up there. Jaden Quaintance, I heard, and Cam Williams. Oh, there we go.
See, like more. Like.
But we missed something going on.
Yeah, they introduced a team. That's why how obnoxious it was for them to interrupt our Darius Miller interview.
Yeah, well, Jaden Quaintance was in there screaming into the mic, too. I was like, hey, I'm trying to listen to a legend here.
The Kentucky Wildcats are talking.
We'll have you on Sources Say 10 years from now when you're your All-Star status.
He's been on Sources Say with us, Jaden Quaintance, so shout out Jaden. But the team's here. Obviously, very exciting stuff because that is, at the end of the day, why fans are here. The Fan Fest is for them, with the women's team as well, with Pope and Kenny Brooks. So what's the vibe of the team and just what we're expecting for tonight?
I don't really know what to expect tonight. Just because I didn't know what to expect with this, and I was surprised with what happened. So. Oh my goodness!
He's 199.
No one like.
I feel like we gotta just.
There we go.
Thank you. All right,
we did it.
Now we've moved on. Anyway,
well, from what I could hear from the players up there, they seem to be really excited and talkative and ready to go. So I'm interested in the day. I always love to see you kind of get a feel of what their favorite music genre is when they do their introductions and stuff like that. I'm very interested to see how you can follow up last year's introductions from Pope and Kenny with the freshness of it all. Like, how do you do that again with adding a little twist to it as well?
I don't know what you do. I really
don't. That's the difficulty of Big Blue Madness. Is it is kind of it's a repetitive thing year over year, but they did this, and this was brand new, and it's been awesome. So I'm inclined to believe that we'll be in for something pretty special tonight.
What does Kenny Brooks do? You guys, I'm sure, talked about it ad nauseum on Memorial Memo, but like, how do you one up last year's? Like, I rewatched it this morning and I got goosebumps because it really is that badass. So how do you one up it if you are Kenny Brooks?
Well, so Kenny was on Phoenix's podcast Memorial Memo earlier this week, and or maybe last week or whatever, but the episode aired this week. And Kenny said that was like a spur of the moment thing. Like, they put it together in 30 minutes. They went and found the outfit that he wanted, and that was kind of it. So, not too much thought went into it. It was just a cool guy being super cool. So you could try and run that back again this year, but I think like you gotta add some sort of twist to it. Like, if he's just walking out there again, the whole slow-mo thing, like, it'd be cool, but it's like, all right, we've seen this, Kenny. Give us something new. We're hungry. We need the latest innovation every year. So I don't know what he does. Like, we were talking about some of the past Big Blue Madness introductions, like Kyra Elsie rappelling down from the rafters. She rode in on a motorcycle once. Matthew Mitchell obviously did all his dances and everything. Like, what if Kenny Brooks just starts going out there and just starts like breakdancing, in the middle of the floor? Like, wouldn't that be cool? For a lot of reasons.
I think I'd love that.
I would.
Do we want to get Noah Frary on? Noah,
come pop on here. The voice of Big Blue Madness tonight.
The voice of Big Blue Madness.
Come sit down on us, buddy.
Noah, what's up, buddy?
How you guys doing?
All right. We're live, Noah. We're live, so don't say anything you're not allowed to say.
I actually do, because we want to know.
We're dying to know. Like, I've heard big things, but nobody will reveal anything, and it drives me crazy. But this is your first Big Blue Madness. So for those that don't know, he is he will be on the call today for SEC Network Plus. So if you're watching online tonight, you will see his beautiful face. So what's it like being in Lexington for the first time for something like this?
Yeah, I mean, Lexington's been awesome. I mean, we moved here in June, and to just be around this fan base is different. You know, kind of getting baptized into Big Blue Nation a little bit, and I kind of had my first taste last year calling the Louisville-Kentucky game on the women's side and got to see a sellout crowd in the first-ranked win of Kenny Brooks' era. But, yeah, this is different. This event is awesome. When I saw Tubby Smith and Kenny Brooks were going to be on stage together, I said, I've got to come out and see that. Like, where else do you get to
that's never happened before.
Yeah, so it's been neat. This fan base is incredibly passionate, and you know, for me, someone who's followed college basketball and has known about Kentucky, to get an up close look at it has been special. And I've never been to a game at Rupp, so tonight's going to be the first time that I see that place sold out, and I'm excited to kind of just soak it all in before we go on air tonight and just experience Big Blue Nation.
Are you going to get goosebumps? Like, are you going to feel the, like, whoa, so this is what all the hype is for?
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's me just sitting next to you. I'm getting them right now thinking about it. I think that moment...
I have that effect on people.
You do. But yeah, that moment I think is going to be really neat to be a part of that and kind of just experience it. So I will admit, a little nervous, but I think nerves are good when you're stepping into an environment like that. And we've got a great show planned. I think Big Blue Madness is going to be a ton of fun. It's not going to disappoint tonight. And, you know, it'll be something the fans are going to remember for a long time.
What do you want fans to know about what you know? Don't get yourself in trouble, but what do you want fans to know about, you know, what to expect when they watch you on SEC Network Plus, or if you are going to Rupp Arena tonight, what they should expect?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a ton of fun tonight. Our broadcast team is, me and Michelle Knezovic, and then we'll also have Georgia Amor on the call this evening. So,
Georgia!
So that'll be a ton of fun. Robbie Moss is going to join us as well. So it'll, I think those two are going to provide, a ton of great information about these teams. And obviously, we saw the men's team on Tuesday at Pro Day. I haven't seen as much of the women's team in public yet, but these are two really good teams. I think the men's team obviously, has enough talent to maybe complete the assignment. This women's team, I've been telling people for a while now that, I think this is probably the most talented roster that Kentucky women's basketball's had in over a decade. So it could be, we could be entering a golden era of basketball here in Lexington, and consider me here for it.
No, I'm just warning you now that Georgia Amor is going to take your job. Like,
she might.
She's a natural at it.
So you enjoy tonight, but it's going to be very short-lived, because Georgia, when she's not dominating on the floor, she is going to be taking your job. So I hope you enjoy it. Like, soak it all up, because Georgia's coming.
Yeah, I mean, I've already told people that I'm just stoked to hear her accent on live television. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. And, I would love at some point if she's here during the season to maybe get her on a women's game, do a little three-person booth there and just go through it. But, yeah, tonight's going to be a ton of fun. I think Big Blue Nation's going to love what they're going to see. And, it'll kind of the official kickoff to basketball season, right?
I told Zach was down there for me, but last year at SEC Media Days, we'll be down Tuesday and Wednesday this coming week. But last year, Georgia Amor, it was my first time meeting her, and I got literally starstruck. Like, it was just a one-on-one conversation, and I was just talking to Georgia, and I was like sweating. I don't know what to ask her. Like, it was just kind of like, so Georgia, so you're good at basketball, right? Yeah. Not my best interview, but you will probably feel something similar with hanging out with Georgia tonight.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's the same way I'm feeling sitting right here with you guys, a little bit starstruck. But yeah, I got a chance. I haven't talked to Georgia a ton. A little bit before the Louisville game last year, and but we were sitting there, watching teams rehearse and practice last night, and it was fun just talking hoops with her. I mean, she is a hoops junkie, and obviously she knows so much about Kenny Brooks, a coach that I've come to really respect how he approaches things, and so it was a ton of fun just getting to know her a little bit better, and I'm excited to work with her and Robbie tonight.
You ever seen a fan base like this?
I have not. It was funny. My producer was joking with me last night. Have I been in a gym with this many people before? And the answer was not. I met Patty earlier, the threes lady in Rupp Arena, and there's a line of, for crying out loud, 50 people long getting tattoos just across this venue, which is absolutely insane. My wife would kill me if I came home with a tattoo from an event like this. But
get a UK logo, yeah.
Yeah, I'm probably going to avoid that. I mean, I do work in television, so I have to be, some level of neutral. But yeah, this fan base is fun. They're so knowledgeable, and honestly, it's I was warned or told preparing for tonight that they know a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about. You guys do such a great job, and so many media organizations around here covering these teams that there's so much info. It's made my job easy, but we got to dig in and find some of those nuggets every once in a while that maybe you guys don't know yet. So,
well, we'd love to know them. So.
I got nothing for you right now, but, I think come, 6 to 8 o'clock tonight, it's going to be a great show. We'll see how things go. And, Jack's obviously pretty good. You are as well about breaking news. So I'm sure you guys will, figure something out in the next couple of hours.
I hope so. Get on it, Jack. Get that phone working, buddy.
It's not a real baptism unless you go get a tattoo. So they're free, so I've heard. So I feel like the only real way to do this is to go home and have to have that conversation with your wife about a
Andy
tattoo.
Bernard style, put it right on your butt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. We were standing over there earlier because right next to that booth, there was a gentleman who painted Kenny Brooks upside down, 7 minutes, flips it over, awesome photo. And while we're standing there, there's a lady who is getting a tattoo, UK logo on her right arm, and right outside the booth is her infant son sitting in the stroller as she's watching him getting a tattoo.
Also getting a tattoo, right?
Exactly. You got to be over the age of 18, but you're watching that and you're like, man, this fan base is just different.
Have you heard about the Rupp Arena ice cream?
I have, and honestly, one of the things, so me and my wife, we moved here in June. I am a huge soft serve guy.
There you go.
There's no soft serve except at the arena. So, at some point, someone needs to start a soft serve business, but I've told people that, my dream, much like Jay Billis's was, is to someday have soft serve delivered to me courtside. So, probably a little bit away from accomplishing that, but,
I'll do it for you tonight.
Okay, that'd be great. Yeah, so, I'd love some soft serve. I'd eat it.
I'll feed it to you.
There we go. That'd be great content, right? So that seems like something like Drew Franklin or Matt Jones would do. So, but yeah, it's been fun for me kind of learning about the history of this place and, even just getting, more familiar with these teams and these programs. I was joking with someone earlier today, as I'm going back through names that played here, you almost forget because there's been so many. There's been so many first-round draft picks and, just such talent here. So, it's been a fun, process getting to know this team and excited to, get my first look at Big Blue Madness tonight.
Awesome.
Noah, man, absolute blast, fans. If you're be prepared for tonight. He's going to be awesome, and Noah's going to crush his debut, even if he's going to get a little goosebumpy and kind of soak in the BBN magic for the very first time. So if you're there at Big Blue Madness, make it worth his while. Make it a Big Blue Madness for Noah Frary to remember. Noah, appreciate you coming on with us, man. That was awesome.
Yep. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
See you tonight. A little side note, Phoenix Stevens is over there doing a one-on-one interview with Kentucky women's basketball guard Asia Boone. Just wrapped up that, so coming soon.
Look at UK pulling out all the stops for us, man.
Yeah, shout out. That was, I think UK helped Phoenix out on that. We
truly, just very grateful for this opportunity and to be here amongst us, our fan base.
Amongst
us. This is what we do. We do this for a reason. Stone Cold Willow, get over here.
What's up?
Come here. Come here. Right here.
Pop in.
Right here.
Pop in for a second.
All right, Willow. You're a legend around here. How you feeling about this team? How's Big Blue Madness going?
I mean, it's an every year thing. I mean, this is obviously going to be the best Big Blue Madness set. I mean, whoever thought in the Commonwealth that Big Blue Madness would be here on a Saturday night? Who would ever thought of that?
Not me.
I mean, this is brilliant. I mean, Kentucky football has a bye week, which I'm already over, and I'm just happy to get the season started pretty much.
Player you're most looking forward to, who's the one guy that you're like ready to watch tonight, but not just tonight, but the rest of the season?
My eyes is going to be on Otega Oweh. Like Otega Oweh, he's the kind of guy who has that dog in him. Like he really, like he has that dog in him. I mean, like he scored 2 game winners against his old team in a regular season game and the SEC tournament, both against Oklahoma. So I feel like he's going to emerge.
Do you feel that the Big Blue Madness camp out ended because of you? Like, do you look back in the history of Kentucky basketball and go, man, if if the Nerlens Noel incident doesn't happen, that maybe
what I was gonna ask you next.
Maybe we are currently sitting at a camp, or weeks leading up to this, sitting at a camp out. Like, do you feel some responsibility for that?
I don't think the Big Blue Madness camp out in 2012 went down the drain because of me. I mean, I know Stone Cold was a up and coming young buck. I mean, I'm old, but I mean, there's always old saying, times change, and so do I. But I don't think it. I mean, I love the camp out though, but hey, times change.
What do you remember about that moment with Nerlens, and just that day in general, and kind of how it all played out for you? I'm sure it was a lot of fun.
I mean, it was fun though, but I mean, the guy was like 7 feet tall, and I'm like, what? I don't know. Maybe I was like 5'3" or 5'4" back in the day. But but playing against a college basketball player, against some scrawny guy who tries. But it was fun. I mean, it was still a fun experience for me back then. So,
all right, Willow, we're getting you out of here with. Can I see your bar trick?
Man, he doesn't have a drink.
Can you do it right here, just to show the fan base what you do when Willow gets rowdy? No. Can you just pull it out? All right, let's.
Yeah. You're gonna want to cap. You're gonna cap it.
Close it.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. This is for the YouTube.
I'm
ready?
not sure what I'm about to see here. Oh, he's got some skills. Oh my god. Oh, and he caught it,
it's
too.
Good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. We appreciate it, Willow. Hey, your social media is getting a little reckless. We gotta tone it down a little bit.
I had to change.
You got to grow. we gotta have a conversation about the recklessness of your social media. We love you, but. Sometimes things get a little crazy.
No, I know. That's why I said a while back, I said it's time for me to change. So I needed to change.
New era with Mark Pope, new era with Willow. We appreciate him coming by. BBN legend and Big Blue Madness legend, if you recall, a decade plus ago.
Appreciate it, man.
Good seeing you, buddy.
Of course.
All right. Guess number 3 down.
If you were to tell me that this show would start with Tubby Smith and continue with Stone Cold Willow, I don't think I would believe you. But that was fun. I'm glad he got to do his little bar trick. He usually goes deeper, he has a drink on his head.
There's no way that was easy.
He goes all the way down to the ground, and it's really, really wild. But, hey,
I was impressed he did that. Honestly, this is new, so I was kind of just hoping that he didn't drop it. So I was just impressed with the catch. That's what's my favorite part.
It was good.
We've been talking for an hour already. When do you want to maybe do some walking around? Is that up to Steven?
We are.
You can come say hi. Say hi.
Hi. Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome.
Thank you. So, or do you want to riff about Kentucky for a little bit, or do you want to do some walking around? I mean,
if Steven's ready for us, we can walk around, show fans what they're missing if they're not here.
I think we should give them a little sneak peek.
Steven, do we want to do our walk around?
Yeah.
5 minutes. All right, we're cool.
I've only been talking for 3 hours, so.
Yeah, well, that's another 5 minutes. I believe, so we've talked about different possibilities of guests. They said they didn't rule out Hope coming by. Not likely, but it's
here?
Potentially, but just don't expect it. Same thing with the players. They ready. Obviously have their hands full with, the
if you saw the line that's over there, they will not be leaving.
Don't expect
anytime
it, but
soon.
Hey, it is okay. But like Khalil Whitney, I'm sure we could pull that off.
He's probably still hooping.
We're planning on having
back there.
Khalil on, so we're going to keep the special guests rolling. But we do want to kind of show the scene here. Like right here, we have the bus that Mark Pope rolled in on his most magical.
Yeah, they're doing tours of the bus, which I do think is kind of funny. That you just kind of go in there and walk around the bus. Maybe we should go in there. If the line's too long, but the line was short, we should pop in there and just kind of show it around to our guests. One thing actually I will say about Boom Mass tonight, I don't know, you might already said this or know this, but no LED court.
I knew that.
Not happening. I think I mentioned it on Memorial Memo, but in the time since then I've been told that no LED court, which is a bummer because it was fun, but it was more of a gimmick thing, so it's not a huge deal. But half the fun with the court last year was the Mark Stoops part of it, and you kind of tone deaf to do that again this year, wouldn't it be?
saying John Summerall to Tubby Smith was...
Maybe they'll bring John Summerall out. That'd be fun.
Hey, that would be a hell of a surprise. I'll tell you that much. Let's talk ball for a second. Like,
sure.
What we're not going to learn anything about this
basketball?
team that we didn't know going into tonight. But
yeah.
Who is I asked Darius, who's going to be the guy at the end of the season that we're talking about that we're not necessarily doing so right now?
So, I feel like the guys we're talking about the most are Jalen. Otega to a point, but not really, because we kind of already know what the product is there. Jaden Quaintance is the wait and see. I want to say, my brain wants to say Denzel Aberdeen, just because he's a definition of a winner. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to come to a point in March where we're like, man, Denzel really helped Kentucky win that game and that game. Like, he was so clutch in these important times. Like, and I think he might still end up being a starter. And, he's a guy that we'll talk about all season long, but we're probably not talking about him enough as we should right now. Maybe even the same with Diabate, the two SEC transfers, guys that have deep NCAA tournament experience. Like, all that stuff matters. Being veterans in this league and having experience of going far. So all that stuff's going to show up, and they're not going to be me guys, I don't think. So they're going to be willing to play team basketball and really fit into Pope's system because they want to elevate their game to different levels that it wasn't at last year. So maybe Diabate as well in that group, but definitely Aberdeen I think is I don't know. I don't think he's going to average 10 points a game or anything. But I think on both ends of the floor, we'll look back at the end of the season and be like, man, he's a key piece to this group.
I think the guy, and stealing Darius's thunder ever so slightly, I do think it's Jasper because, you heard the rumblings about Jasper when he first got here about being good and having those flashes of like, whoa, he's taking the game over practice, the live scrimmages or whatever. He's taking them over in spurts, but really struggling with the physicality, struggling with the toughness, the adjustment to SEC ball. Something that he was working through, and it didn't help that he made the trip to Switzerland, competed for a gold medal, won it with Team USA for the FIBA U19 World Championship. Good for him individually and for his own legacy. Glad that he did it, but that did have him a couple of weeks behind. Yeah. So that when you're that behind, obviously it leads to a huge adjustment once you first get here. But everything that I've heard over the last week or two is that Jasper has just clicked for him in a way where it's like the stuff and the flashes are starting to turn into actual consistent production. So if Jasper can be the guy that's kind of where we're trending toward, how good can this team be? Because we've kind of included Jasper in these projections, but not really penciled him in as a true superstar.
Yeah, and if we're grouping together like Jasper and then Colin Chandler and Cam Williams, we're talking about Cam and Colin a lot more because it's kind of expected that they're going to take some sort of leap and really kind of break out a little bit more. But yeah, to your point, Jasper, we just kind of gloss over the whole fact that he was, a top 25 recruit. He's going to be able to shoot the hell out of the ball, and that's just a really important part of what this team's going to need. But I could add Malachi Marino into this group just because of how much playing time he's probably going to get early on in the season while JQ continues to recover. He could be a really important piece in the non-conference, and if he is, then why would you not play him in the SEC? And a lot of that'll depend on what Brandon Garrison looks like. So there's just so many. Steven's saying we can start running now, but there's just so many players on this roster that a lot of it, you can go so many different ways, and it wouldn't shock me with stuff like that.
All right, we're going to start making our way around and kind of show fans what FanFest looks like. So
should I hide
we're going to kind of do this as a transitional period and kind of do
not
some
that I don't trust the BBN, but I'm going to go ahead and just put my stuff up.
We're going to make our way around.
So this is great podcasting if you're just listening.
It's all right. It's cool. Go Cats. We're live right now.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We were here, first ones in line.
No way.
This morning, 7 o'clock.
That's what I love to hear.
We was like, where's everybody at, Because we were like, nobody was in the building. So, and we drove 3.5 hours to get here. We come every, last 2 years. Well, he's been coming longer than I have, but Yeah, we love it. This is amazing.
How did you entertain yourself for 5 hours?
It was
a lot of Kentucky basketball talk, I imagine.
Exactly. A lot of Kentucky talk. Yeah.
It was a long drive.
Well, you're here now. It feels like you're enjoying it, right?
Oh, yeah. Love it. Best experience in a long time, and I'm 54 years old.
What are you drinking?
Free Coke.
There we go.
Ooh.
There we go.
I need one of those.
I see Khalil Whitney just got one. I think we're going to go try to chat with him, see how he's feeling.
Give a shout out to UK Athletics or whoever puts this on. For thank you for doing this for the fans. It's amazing. It's free. Everybody ought to come out.
Absolutely.
You know.
Put that on the promos when we're doing this in the future. Put that on the promos because that's real genuine reaction right there.
I mean, it is. I can't believe free, and I'm like, heck yeah, who wouldn't want to go?
I'm with you. Yeah, on a Saturday as well. First Saturday, it's working out great.
It has.
Yeah. We need camp out still.
Stone Cold Willow has to take out our best player for us to
Thank
get
y'all.
to. All right.
Thank you.
We got Khalil Whitney going.
We'll go. Khalil Whitney's playing.
We want to talk to Khalil.
No, he's not playing. No, he's sitting watching from the sidelines. But he was playing. He was playing for a while earlier. Do we want to talk to him?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Khalil.
He's got himself a frozen Coke. Oh no, TBT.
We need you. We need you.
Good to see you. Yes, absolutely.
We need you. What's going on, man?
What's up, Khalil?
What's your name?
Zach.
Khalil, what's your name?
He's like, oh, you're looking at me?
Gotcha.
We're live, so if you want to tell us about a training, just go right ahead.
Oh, yeah, I just moved here a week ago. Proud to be here in Lex. But, yeah, we have the Bucket Club going on with Darius Miller at the Alumni Center, and then I'm also doing my own training on the side called Rise with KW, which is Khalil Whitney, but train all ages. And I'm here. I had my first couple clients, a couple days ago. It went well. So I'm just trying to build a foundation here. I got an AU team coming here soon. I have a mental health awareness clothing drop that's coming this month as well. So I've just been working. Bro.
Why are you back? Why is it important for you to be back in Lexington, move here, and kind of dig some roots here?
First off, like the love I have for the people here and the love they have for me, most of all. But just gaining some foundation outside of basketball. For my little brother, I have two little brothers that want to hoop as well. So I just feel like this is a great opportunity to just build my rep outside of basketball and just see where that goes.
When you factor in your initial departure and how that kind of played into your basketball journey and how fans thought of you in real time versus where we are today and kind of them wrapping their arms back around you and saying, no, the past is in the past. Let's focus on the future. Why is that important to you?
I think it's important because I feel like everyone deserves a second chance. You know what I'm saying? Everyone deserves another shot at an opportunity, whatever that may be. And I'm just grateful that the fans were able to, welcome me with open arms.
You being at La Familia, being there in front of BBN again, and throwing down dunks and having standing ovations and kind of getting that like actual on-court basketball experience again. What was that like?
Amazing. Like, I was just telling my guy over there. I said, "Yo, bro, it's probably one of the best professional experiences I had as a basketball player." Because I was dying to have a huge game in front of him when I was here. So just having the opportunity to actually do it as a professional, it was outstanding.
Are you running it back next year?
Absolutely. I'll be here at TBT for the rest of my career. For sure.
Awesome. What is your favorite Kentucky memory when you do look back at it? Obviously it didn't go as long as fans had hoped in real time, but when you were here as a student athlete, what was your kind of the brightest moment?
Besides the seeing how hard the fans go for the Big Blue Madness, I think it was the era where they were sitting outside of our dorms and had the barricade from the Crab Center to the lodge. But besides that, I would probably say first game against Michigan State, MSG. Seeing my brother Tyrese Maxey put up that big shot to win us a game. I feel like that was probably one of the most surreal moments to be a part of.
Did you know that Tyrese was going to be who he is today in that moment, or just even before that?
I knew he was going to be there before that. Just seeing what he was doing in practice, his confidence level, it was one-on-one.
What do you remember from your Big Blue Madness, if anything?
I remember being in a dunk contest. I think I jumped over 3 or 4 people's heads.
Okay.
And, I think I had a pretty good. We had a pretty good scrimmage. Got up and down, caught a couple crazy dunks, but for the most part, it was a lot of fun. This gave a show for the fans.
Do you remember your intro song?
Ooh, I don't remember my.
We'll have to go look that one up for you to figure it out.
For sure, absolutely.
What was it like watching that team, even after your departure? Watching that team as the season goes on, and then kind of how the year ended, how heartbreaking was just kind of the sequence of events that led to kind of the what could have been with that group?
I would say just off the bat, is like those are my brothers. I love them dearly. So, leaving the situation, it was hard. Of course, I was watching them when I was gone, and they were still winning. So I was still rooting for those guys, and I felt like with or without me, that team would have won a national championship if the cards were right.
Why is that?
I just felt like we had all the right pieces. We had, the guys that wanted to go, that needed to score the basketball and knew they needed to score the basketball. We had hard-nosed defenders, athletic bigs that could run the floor, athletic wings. I feel like we had all the pieces to win a national championship. Absolutely.
Are you keeping up with this current Kentucky team? What can you tell us about them?
I'm not gonna say too much because I know a lot of people want some inside scoop, but a great group of guys, very competitive. The new guard from Pittsburgh, Jalen Lowe, he's like that. I feel like he's going to be a huge contributor to the team, for sure.
Just the transition to Pope, what has that been like for you as kind of a, sitting from the background of this and just watching the transition from Cal to Mark Pope and just kind of the new kind of resurgence of this fan base?
I don't really see that much of a difference. I feel like the fans still go as hard, whether it's Cal or Pope, which is great. As far as like coaching, there's definitely a difference in coaching. The style of coaching, one's a little bit more calmer than the other, but like I said, the fans still go as hard. I feel like Mark Pope is a great coach, and he's going to get the job done this year.
Do you still keep it up with Cal, or like how is that relationship?
Yeah, me and Cal talk, whenever I text him. I think I texted him about a month ago and just checked up on him, but ever since I've left Kentucky, we always kept in touch. There haven't been any hard feelings.
We had Tubby Smith on just a little bit ago. He had a similar kind of polarizing departure, and then when he returned, the fans just welcomed him back. What do you think it's going to be like when Cal gets that moment? It's obviously going to come at some point. What is that moment going to be like for the
It'll probably be one of the most craziest ones, for sure. Me, huge fan of Coach Cal, you know what I'm saying? I know.
Me too. We all are.
I know a lot of people, there's some people that probably feel some type of way, absolutely. They have their right to be, but I still have love for Coach Cal. And, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it would be one of the biggest ones, but if he was to come back, I think the fans will show love to him for sure.
What should the reception be for Coach Cal? I think it's probably a better phrased version of that.
I have no clue. I'm going to leave that up to him and the fans.
Can I ask a question? Yeah. Well, why do players have such loyalty to Calipari? I mean, all of his past players seem to love him, regardless of how tough he was on them, regardless of how they panned out for him.
I would just say, like, how real he is off the court. Me and him, greatest relationship off the court, you know what I'm saying? Coach Cal, he came to my hood, you know what I'm saying, on the west side of Chicago and recruited me, so, like, much respect to him. You know what I'm saying? He came by himself. And my grandma made him some good soul food, and he stayed. He stayed for hours. So like when he did that, I was like, yeah, like he's very comfortable, and he's a realist, and that's what it was.
What was your commitment like? What was that like? Oh, this is my future. I am absolutely going to be committing to the University of Kentucky.
What's funny, I was always waiting on an offer from Kentucky. I mean, it didn't come until my last AAU tournament, which is the Peach Jam Invitational. So when it happened. When I seen Coach Kyle walk in the door, I already knew I was committing to Kentucky. And a lot of other schools probably pissed off, but as soon as he walked in the door, I knew, like, yeah, after this game, I'm going to commit to Kentucky. So,
what parting message with BBN? What do they mean to you, especially being back here now, and then kind of making this a permanent part of your future?
Means the world. Just to have a group of people that support me and the love I have for them as well is pretty transparent. Just having a home, you know what I'm saying? Me moving from Chicago, moving to Lexington was a huge move for me, risky, but life's about risk, so why not take it?
Awesome, Khalil, man. Absolute honor and privilege, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Go win some of these one-on-one games. We'll see you out there.
I'm good, man. I'm tired.
What's up?
How did it feel getting beat by a 7th grader a little bit?
Whoa!
Are you the kid that beat him?
Hey, there's
Wait,
footage,
there's video about
there's
it.
There's footage of me scoring on you though, so that's the only thing.
No.
It's on Twitter. Like people see it. You getting bullied a little bit.
There's also footage of me beating you.
That is true.
But I gave you like 6 open jump shots.
So don't let him say that.
So
that's your fault not playing defense.
All right, hey, congratulations, congratulations. You deserve it. It was an unbelievable performance on your part, but we will meet again. I'm going to get back to work.
I'm definitely not playing one-on-one against him.
I'm going to figure myself out. I'm going to look into it, and then we'll go from there.
You know, one thing about Khalil's answers that I didn't really think about is what will the fan reception for Cal be like in 10 years? How will that happen? Will it be similar to how Pope brought Patino back?
Let's call a spade here.
Hey, I know that guy.
Stevens. Let's call a spade here. The reception is going to be absolutely unbelievable when the time comes, and it's going to be sooner rather than later.
Okay.
It's not going to be tonight, obviously, but we're all just pretending that like we hate him and he's the big enemy right now.
He's got to leave Arkansas.
There's the day he leaves Arkansas, he's going to be sitting in Joby Hall's seat as the ambassador of the program because he deserves it because he's Coach Cal, and
Can we hate him in February?
Yes.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Like what we're feeling right now is justified, but let's just not pretend that the minute he ends his time at Kentucky that we're not going to, or his time at Arkansas, that we're not going to love every second of him coming back because he deserves it because he won a championship here and did everything that Khalil Whitney said. We totally on the same page with Khalil.
We're going to go say what's up to our guy Jimmy, Kentucky Roadshow.
Jimmy! Yes, sir. Come here.
Let's see what we got here.
Come on.
Talk to me, Goose.
Come on. All right, how we feeling? Big Blue Madness for first part of Fan Fest. How's it feel to look at this roadshow cards?
Oscar's trophy over there.
It's awesome because we've been busy all day, but it's been awesome. Like when Pope came in and broke down fast break transition.
That was insane.
Like it's funny. I've got my friend here. He's from South America. He's like, this would be like Pep Guardiola coming in and breaking like that. Doesn't happen. I'm like, no, and. Then, like, Darius Miller just was over here hanging out with us, and Tubby, who I used to work for. And I was talking to some of the people that started this from UK, and I was like, it's just going to grow, and you're going to learn. I've been a part of this in cards for so long. It will only expand and be better and better. And this was a perfect start.
Let's show, Steven, let's get a little tour. Let's show us
we got some
what
autograph pictures here. Let's start over here. We got some shoes over here.
So, all right, let's go, Steven.
So I love it. This is old school before the real customization of shoes. But in 2003, they wanted to break the record for a regular season basketball game in Michigan State. There's only one school to call. That's us. And so on the inside here, you see the date of the game. And that was the game in Ford Field when we beat Michigan State.
Yep,
they called the wrong school to get a win. But then Tyler Hero shoes that Billy from True Blue Customs did.
Oh, those
and
are
fun
cool.
to show around. Then you got Tayshawn's, the Redeem team just went in the Naismith Hall of Fame. So you see Prince stitched in the side. And I was Tay's academic counselor when he was here. So I went to the Hall of Fame induction. He signed these for me. He's just a wonderful guy. And then I've had to explain this 1,000 times today. This is not a replica. This is Oscar's Wooden Award.
That's crazy.
And it's wild because it's like, why in the world would this be in the hands of a 49-year-old redneck who owns a card shop? And I'm like, look, we got really close to prayer group. We talk every week. I talked to him the other night. And he leaves his trophies in our museum, in our shop. He's going to come back and get them one day. But you don't want to. He won 30 trophies that year, right? You're not going to go apartment to apartment and take 30 trophies. So he leaves them with us. We got security like Fort Knox. And then we get to come in every day and basically see the Wooden Award and the Naismith Trophy over here every day.
Well, I got to see how heavy it is.
You
may have security like Fort Knox, but I got to touch it.
Is it heavy? It looks heavy.
Do I look like Oscar?
A little bit.
Hands a little small.
Yeah, among other things.
Awesome.
What's the Bill Pilot? Oh, I just worked with Mr. Crowley back in the day, and that was able to get that piece a long time ago. He's the best dude in the world.
Is that the microphone from the...
So this is
Texas
really
Western
cool.
game, I think?
Yeah, the Texas Western game. So the movie Glory Road, This is the real mic from Claude Sullivan. I bought it from his estate when he passed. So that is the microphone from the first All-Black starting 5 game. We lost the game, good thing. But that's the real thing. It looks like a ray gun.
Do you think it would plug into our Rode mics here?
You think it would work?
We're going to need an adapter. I don't know why he left it, but that's Ron Mercer's SEC MVP, tournament MVP. I love these. So that's the first pair of Kentucky Dunks a lot of remember, but that's the first PEs for the team. And so these predate Jordans by 1 month.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And then Jordans came out, and then shoes got crazy. But these, they only made, like, just for the team. That was it. And then these are Anthony Davis's from the first Kansas game in 2012.
I remember that vividly.
In the Garden, and I got to go to that. I couldn't go to the championship that year because I had surgery with my buddy that worked for Kentucky. Got me these shoes and got Davis to sign them.
I like how it says, "Hi, Jimmy."
Yeah. Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Anthony. So, and then that's signed by Mastrom from back in the day from New Orleans. And that's just one table. And there's
we got to keep going. We got to keep going with the tour.
Come on, I'll show you.
Miley Cyrus in the background.
And of course, the Oscar Sheway Naismith. You know, they have one that travels and one the guy gets to keep. And I just come in every day and pinch myself that even for a few years we get to have this in the shop. It's unbelievable. So then,
wow. Oh, we're getting into the jerseys, the denims.
This is an old locker from Memorial.
Okay.
So it was used in Memorial, and then when Memorial was all practice. And you can see all these players that signed it. Everything, Walker, Greavy, Adrian Smith, Pratt, Givens, Shepard, Issel. I mean, just this locker's crazy. Dwayne Turner, Tony Delt. Like, it's nuts to me. And then these are all game worn, signed, or both. So this is John Wall's jersey from his first game, the Miami of Ohio buzzer beater.
Wow.
It is. Because if you look, they switched jerseys, the style after that, like after the Carolina game a little bit later. There's like only 2 games in this. Oscar's from his year, he won it. And our friend too wrote all over it. Devin Booker's Bahamas jersey signed from when we did that Bahamas trip, because that's the white and the blue back. Then Jeff and Stacy, just wonderful people. They came in and we talked all the time. And I had Reed, Stacy, and Jeff sign Jeff's jersey. So our first year in Nike. Then another Sheway with all the inscriptions. Then it gets a little old schooler here.
Get the Tayshaun Prince.
The Redeem Team USA, because I was his academic counselor, so we're buddies. And
my number one fan. That has to be a cool little thing to put on, you know.
It's so funny. I get asked all the time, like, what would you grab first if like it was on fire? And I'm like, I don't have a lot of friends in the Olympics winning gold medals. And that Carolina game is one of my favorite games of all time. I was in the gym.
Because you have some Carolina roots.
What was that like being in the arena for that 5th-3 win in?
Bro, do I have time to tell a little story?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I had been a teacher, a high school teacher in North Carolina, and then I came back and took the job at Kentucky to be academic counselor. Some of my old students wanted to come to the game because they were Carolina fans. I said, no problem. And these guys come downstairs. We're about to go to the game. The guy's got a bright blue Carolina shirt on it. And this is, at this point, I'm 25 and they're 19. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dude, this is not the Dean Dome. And our seats are not close. Like, we're in the upper deck.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd wear that shirt. It's really bright blue. This is probably not what you think it is. So then we go. He's like, no, I'm wearing it. I'm like, all right, dude. We go out. It's the Tayshaun 5-3 game. We have a meeting place at halftime. He walks downstairs, and he's just shaking his head. He's like, yeah, you were right. I'm like, what happened? Like, his name's Leighton. I'm like, what happened, dude? He goes, well, kind of hanging in there, but when he took the 5-3 from the logo and it went in, that's when I got the headbutt and called a bitch. And that's when she called me a bitch. I'm like, oh, a woman headbutted you and called you a bitch. I'm like, yeah, that's that.
Sounds like they deserve it.
Yeah, I was like, I tried to warn you really kindly, but that's what we do. So then Mercer, Monk, it's so small, it's wild. This is one of my favorite things, these two of them. So this is from the Kitely game. It's not 48. It's the game when they all wore with Kitely on the back. So I think this might have been Robbie's. I can't remember who it was to at this game. But this is the game-worn Bill Kitely from that one black jersey game. And we actually wore it twice that year. We wore it in the SEC tournament, too. And we wore it in this game. And then I got the Patterson with the actual Patterson on the back. But in this game, in Rupp, they all had Kitely.
Yeah.
And then in the SEC tournament, they had their real names. And I got a Patterson from that.
Love it.
And that's from Coach's first press conference, which I saw you there.
I have one, too.
I was going to say I saw you there.
I can't say that often. I can't say that often that I have something that you have.
This is wild. So I bought this in Chicago at a big card show. Wow now. But this is, and you can see it says, first game, Final Four, game used. And this is when we played Cal at UMass. Because in the championship game, we wore white. Mm-hmm. And we were the away team because we had lost UMass earlier that year. It was one of the only times we were the away team. It was one of the only times. So even though we were both I think we were both 1 seeds, we were away because we lost earlier.
Huh.
So this is Antoine Walker's. I'm a wealth of Kentucky information. I love this.
Well, here's a sneak peek into the future.
This is a good way to wrap up our tour.
So, John Wall's arm sleeve. That's just different. And then this jersey is mine. There's my friend Greg. And this is going to be wild, especially after this tour. But his house, I've been through it, makes my stuff look like a kiosk at the mall. I've never seen anything like his house. It's unbelievable. But this is Pope's jersey from the same year. I'm sure he has his other stuff he used in the title game. But they always had extras. So this is his pants and shorts. The old school Cons by Patino. Signed by Tony Delk. And
wow,
there we go.
That's crazy.
And then these things are crazy. The last one, I promise. I can go for days. These are the Drake Jordan OVOs. And you see, most of them have a 23. These have a UK. And I think they're only 4 or 5 pairs made. I've only seen them on.
I've wanted those for so long.
These are extraordinarily rare.
Yeah, they look like it.
So,
how'd you get those?
I ordered them from a place right outside of Nike. And when I got them, I typed in the name that was on the box, and it was the head of Nike marketing. So I think he sold them thinking they were these, and they were not.
You ever worn them?
I have. I wore to a Big Blue Madness a couple years ago.
What are you wearing tonight? Are you bringing the heat tonight? What are we doing?
He's got a 96 Final Four shirt on.
I've had time to think on this. You might see these tonight. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
All right.
I'm sorry, that's a lot of me yapping, but
no, man. That's why we're doing this. Jimmy Mahan, absolute goat. We love you to death, and we're eternally grateful for our friendship, but also just the opportunity to show off your cool stuff.
Well, I love you all to death, and whatever we can do, we're here for it. I love y'all.
Yeah, we'll see you tonight.
All right,
for sure.
Let's roll. Let's roll. Let's keep it moving. Oh, Braden Hawthorne.
Over here on the left, we have the Rupp Arena.
What's up, buddy? What's going on, man? All right, we're live. So if you want to jump on with us, you got. What are you showing off for us?
Huh?
What are you showing off for us?
Braden Hawthorne. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah.
I've heard some good things about him. What do we need to know about your kid?
He's going to put his head down, keep working. That's it. That's my motto. So, yes, sir.
What is this experience like for you to just be around BBN for the first time and just kind of witness a one-of-a-kind event?
Man, I just got here probably 20 minutes ago. It's great. This is awesome, man. All the fans, all the stuff that's going on, man, it's huge.
What is it like for you as Braden's dad right now, and just kind of going through the process of his first season as a Kentucky Wildcat, and just all right, let's trust the process and let's see what happens.
That's it. That's it. Just trust the process. Put his head down and work. Whenever his number's called, he's going to be ready.
What can fans know? What do they need to know about Braden and his game?
That he's a team player, and he's all about trying to get that championship this year. That's all he talks about. So Yes, sir.
We talked to Braden over the summer for one of the media interviews, and he was talking about when you all would come back or come to Lexington and do the camps and stuff like that.
Right.
He couldn't remember why you all chose Kentucky. Why was Kentucky the place that y'all? Were you a fan? Were you a fan of them, or kind of how did that all start?
Actually, no, I wasn't. I was just looking, and I like basketball camps for my boys, and so I seen father-son camp. It's not too far, so I'm from West Virginia. It's only like a 3.5-hour trip. I said, let's check it out, and they went, and they've been fans ever since. That's the younger brother right there. So yeah, they've been fans ever since.
Did you ever think then that your son would be playing for the University of Kentucky?
Never dreamed it. I didn't never like at that time. No, but it's a blessing. You know what I mean? So very happy. You know that he is. He's happy. He loves it. As long as he's happy, I'm happy. Yes, sir.
I talked to an NBA scout 3 days ago about Pro Day, and they said that your son is at the same trajectory as Tayshaun Prince, who he saw the exact same. He saw Tayshaun at this stage and said he is future Tayshaun Prince. What does that mean to you?
That's a blessing. I mean, to even be considered an NBA great, like that's, speechless on that. You know what I mean? I mean, he's one of the greats. So, I mean, in order to be put in that category, man, that just means a lot. Means a lot. I read it too, by the way.
All right, Walt, man, we appreciate you. Enjoy your first Big Blue Madness. We appreciate you. Are we going to get a dance from Braden? Like, can we give a little scoop of what's to come for his introduction?
I don't know because he hasn't told me. Right? Yeah.
Keeping it locked down.
Do you expect him to dance?
I'll be surprised.
All right. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Look, man, we're just getting all the celebrities, man.
Well, if you look over here, you got original Rupp Arena court.
Original OG
entire
Rupp.
pieces of it.
I saw somebody say that it's $500,000 to buy.
For that?
So, no, this I think I saw was $250,000.
That's
something like that?
That's way too much money. But
I think those were $80, I think.
Oh, those are stamps, I think. That's a
Go Cats, baby.
Yeah.
We love it. All right, what else can we see? What else can we find? Cool
More
stuff.
cards and stuff being sold.
What is this crowd here for? Whoa!
I'm telling you, it's been like this for hours.
I mean, it hasn't moved though.
They've only just. I think they only have a 45-minute time frame for signing autographs. So I wonder if they're going to extend that at all or not. They're probably going to have to.
It doesn't look very promising for moving quickly.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it is backed up. As
UK
far
even
as
said
goes.
that you're not allowed to take pictures with the players, and I think it's for this exact reason, because they didn't want the lines to clog up. But I don't think they expected 3,000 people to be bobbing and weaving in and out of these lines. But maybe they should have. All right, let's see. Do we got any other? We got some
over here.
I see some cool looking trophies over here.
We do. We got the tattoos. Man,
it's got some video game setups over here. The esports stuff. I like it. Man, the line really. This is kind of ridiculous.
It is
He just did a little 6'7". I like it.
I don't, because that's a take anything.
Yeah.
Dr. Mike's waiting in line.
Yeah, Dr. Mike's at the very back of the line. Yeah, we'll check back in an hour when he's halfway through. Let's go look at these championship trophies over here.
Let's go look at the equipment over here.
Most schools don't have this, right?
Nobody has any of this.
Yeah, that's half of them right there. Or no, that's all of them.
This is all
actually
just a one-of-one experience.
Got all the early ones too.
How does need the brown?
Oh, there's a line for it.
There's a line, so let's just look from afar. Let's
Scoop
just look
in there.
from afar.
But I do see over here they got the pink Amelia Hassett Kentucky jersey as well,
pretty.
right next to the Ortega Owais. Yeah, I like having all the championship trophies right there. That's some cool stuff.
I like the I like the SEC. Is that the SEC trophy?
I think those are all the old school trophies, like the 40s and 50s.
Really?
Yeah, that's
what
what.
all UCLA's look like, basically.
I wish
Good
you had a mic on for that.
Look how long this line for tattoos is.
They're free.
Oh, really?
Let's go see somebody getting a tattoo.
People are literally getting BBN tattoos today. Who gets an impulse tattoo?
Kentucky fans.
Me right now.
You gonna do it?
No.
That would be great podcasting.
Just talk me into it. I'd probably do it.
I don't have my phone with me. I can't see how many people are on. But
Some
I would
esports stuff.
I would ask them to get in the comment section and say, what do you want Jack to get a tattoo?
Let's see what's going on.
Find a line.
What should
Long
Jack
line.
get tattooed?
Can we see somebody getting a tattoo?
Is that possible?
Can we just look? Can we see what's going on here? We're good.
Completely.
right, so what went into this decision to get the Impulse UK tattoo?
Well, it's basketball. So I'm like one of the biggest UK basketball fans, for sure.
Is this your first tattoo?
Okay.
What led to this specific UK tattoo?
Because it's the only one that had a basketball.
She said she likes basketball. Come on.
Because that could be anything. You know what I mean? Girls or, which I like the girls, don't get me wrong, but,
Who's your favorite player?
My favorite player is actually Anthony Davis, but he ain't here no more.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
You have a Reed Shepherd shirt on.
Yeah, I'm a fan of him too. I'm a fan of all of them, man. Just as long as they're playing, I'm a fan of all of them.
Favorite player on this year's team?
I don't really know.
Got to find out.
Yeah, I got to find out.
Might
Gotta
find out tonight. Yeah.
Find out tonight. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
What's tonight?
Big Blue Madness?
Oh, okay.
Duh. You find out tonight.
I mean, the meet and greet.
Yeah, if you want to sit in line, you can for the next
this
2
is an
hours.
event
Yeah,
itself.
figure it out that way.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
For all of it.
Well, thank you very much.
So I got a text from my wife. She says, "Don't you dare get a tattoo." I feel like now I have to.
I didn't realize it goes all the way up.
Yeah. Let's ask somebody what they're going to get. All right. What are we getting?
Yeah.
What are we getting?
Right here.
What are we getting?
We're getting the state outline.
Yeah. Is this an impulse thing? Is it something that you really wanted?
When we realized there was a tattoo, we had to come over and get
Do you have any others, or is this your first one?
That's my first one.
Why is now the time to get your first tattoo in it being the state outline?
Why not? I mean, this is awesome. Why not get a tattoo place at Big Blue Madness? Be cool. Go back, think about.
Are you going to Big Blue Madness tonight?
Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to?
I don't know. I was listening to KSR. And said Matt said if we pull something off, it'd be really cool. So, hoping the surprise would be pretty cool. Maybe a Stokes commitment. Maybe.
Oh, what do you think the surprise is?
I don't know. I'm thinking something with the denim jerseys.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think about that angle. Actually,
that's a thought. I'm hoping it's the Stokes commitment though. That would be sweet. That would make it.
Stokes commits in the Kentucky denim
comes
jersey.
out to half court in the denim.
There you go.
That'd be sweet.
Hey, that'd make my life so much easier if Tyron Stokes committed in a UK denim jersey. So I am rooting for that possibility as well. Good luck on your tattoo. I hope it goes well. If you chose correctly about the Kentucky State outline.
We'll have to come find you later and check it out.
Yeah, we'll come circle back. I just can't even.
My dad coached his dad in basketball at Trinity.
Wow, really?
Yeah. That was
Small
Big
world.
Fresh, they called him.
Big Fresh, okay. He was big.
Dr. Mike has moved
He's
4
about
feet.
6 people.
He has moved 4 feet.
They also got the football games on over there. They know what they're doing.
Let's go ask Dr. Mike what his plan is here. Dr. Mike,
through this line by the time Big Blue Madness
they'll send them all away.
What's the plan here?
Definitely.
Well, I don't know. I got in line at 3.
Okay.
No. It is now 3:46, and I have a fast pass. I am a dues-paying member of BBN United.
It's a fast lane. Okay.
Thank you for your
lanes.
subscription to BBN United.
But I've been in line. I don't know. If they don't stay past 4, I've just wasted 45 minutes of my life and spent $45 on a basketball.
Where does the line start?
Jack, can you get a sign for me at practice?
I would love that, but I don't know if that's a possibility.
Damn.
All right, we're gonna circle back and see how things are going for you.
Yeah, we'll see you up there in about 30 minutes.
My plan was just sneak in as media, drop the cameras, and get in line. And I really could have done it, but my morals, the KSR, the sources say morals prevented it.
Yeah.
Hey, I would
Jack
support
has a
your
lot of
decision
morals.
no matter what you chose to do. So if you choose to do that, if you get frustrated, only if you take him with you. You have to. If you're going to make such a decision, you got to take him with you. All right, go Cats. We'll circle back. All right. What else are we looking for? What else are we going to do?
I think we can go up here a little bit more. I feel like we're kind of coming to the end here of our things to shop. We got maybe something over here though. There's a little crowd over there.
Do we have any other special guests to bring on? I'd love to be able to bring on a special guest.
Where is Mark Pope?
Mark, where are you?
It is. It's already 3:50, so we're flying through on our time here.
Yeah, so that we've been going for two hours.
Almost,
about
an hour 45.
Cool. We got the team posters over here, schedule posters. A lot
I
of
do
dubs.
like just this little Kentucky thing here.
A lot of yeah. Let's go look at them.
My dad, my belt.
Just look at them.
You. I know
for
you
now.
want one.
We got the men and women here.
Which one do you want, Steven? I'll hold them for you.
We like it. We like it. We like it.
I got you.
What do we think of the poster design this
Honestly,
year?
I think the women's poster is a lot better, if I'm being honest.
I like the women's poster quite a bit.
I think the women's poster is better. I like the vertical.
I like the vertical.
I don't think it's a small note that Tiani Key is in the very middle of that either.
Yeah.
By the way.
Oh.
Let's see what else we got.
I like the men's poster because it's not meant to single out anybody. It is Kentucky's team. Remember.
That is true. It is Kentucky's team.
It's not about any one individual. It's about everybody.
Fair enough. Got some more food over here.
Food options.
There's like a lounge area in this corner with a bunch of TVs and couches and stuff. We should have been doing our podcast from there.
Is this the booze part of this?
The booths? No, I don't think they have been selling alcohol here, so I was wrong about that.
What we got?
Oh no, never mind. There's beer right there. Okay.
Oh, we're watching old Kentucky game old retro.
No, we got just old NBA games on right now. We should have been doing the podcast in here though. Look at all this.
It's all right.
Fancier.
Well, it's right there.
I actually forgot that football
24-21
was happening still. They're kind of out of that game lately. They should, yeah.
Paul Pierce
should have done on some go find the Daniel Hager YouTube channel and just start playing a bunch of old school ones on there.
We got Antoine Walker.
Oh yeah,
there's a cat.
That works
next to Paul Pierce.
He's got a DUI.
Hey,
you're a legend.
Oh, look at this. What do we got here?
Oh, I think this was our guy True Blue Customs that did this. Yeah.
Did he really?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, did it right here.
Those are insane. Didn't someone say he did them upside down? I feel like I heard that. He did it like he.
That's
he
pretty
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Upside down and then did the reveal at the end there.
It's Aaron Kaiser. We got to give credit where it's due. It says Aaron Kaiser.
Oh, these all Aaron Kaiser then?
I think so.
He was the Triple Custom doing the shoes.
Oh, he's doing their shoes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Where's
gotcha.
he? We got to talk to him.
He might have already been gone because we have not gone past him at all, but he was here earlier. I saw him.
All right, let's go make another round. Let's see if we can find any other special guests before we wrap this thing up.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. My voice is, it's starting to go a little
we
bit.
still got a lot of talking to do after the event ends.
Well, I'll have some time to regroup and get a little more water in me.
I mean, I just can't believe how many people are here. And
I mean, can you?
I mean, I can for sure, but just what they're waiting for, what
it's the event before the event.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
This is the pregame.
So I did see one Josh Irving walking around here.
Did you?
So if we do see a recruit,
if we see a 6'10" kid walking around,
I'm absolutely going to get him on here. So keep your eyes peeled. We will
keep your eyes peeled for the tallest guy in the building.
We will turn this into a recruiting interview real quick.
Sure. Are we allowed to do that?
If they're not on an official. So we can talk to Caleb Holt.
Yeah.
We can't talk to Jordan
Irving
Smith.
or
No,
Josh Smith is on an official.
Josh Smith is playing?
Josh Smith.
Whoa.
Yeah, shout out. Hey, Hawks legend.
Hawks legend.
He is on an official, yes.
Okay, so I can't.
Yeah, the car. Actually, look at the little UK logo in the middle of the wheels. I like that right there.
The bus.
It would be nice to go in that bus, but I am not waiting in line for that. We got some Papa Shot games over there. They had like a fake axe throwing game as well. Oh, there's a lot of signatures on that car too. Could you imagine just driving this thing around town?
Does it drive? Like, do we think that who?
My hot take on Memorial Memo is Tyron Stokes is going to drive that in the middle of the floor during Big Blue Madness and commit that way.
That would be incredibly illegal, but
doesn't matter. Who cares? There's no rules.
Yeah.
There's a lot of signatures in there. Yeah. My goodness.
These signatures were started because of Devin Booker, a girl licking his car.
Yes.
So that's where they got the inspiration for this.
Look at these two lazy bums over here. taking up our spots.
All right, let's ask Jacob if Tyron's committing today.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Hey,
actually.
Jacob Polachek, is Tyron Stokes here, and is he committing to Kentucky?
He is not here, and we'll have to find out if he commits to Kentucky. But right now, I wouldn't trade Kentucky's position for anyone.
All right, you KS border.
Hey, how can fans find your work?
Oh, you know how fans can find my work. Go to subscribe to KSR Plus. Get on that KS board. We got always.
What's the promo code, Jacob?
Oh, UK1.
Who else is here? What other recruiting scoop do we need to know as we
give us a little
inch closer
teaser
to the event?
You got 2 official visitors with Jordan Smith Jr., one of the best guards in the country, and Josh Irving, one of the best centers in the country.
I just saw him, I think. I think he walked through, right?
I hope you didn't get video of him because it's not allowed.
Well, Jack was like, I'm going to go interview him. And I was like, I think he might be unofficial.
Yeah, Jack's going to get kicked out of here.
I hope he does. That'd be fun.
The biggest
content.
visitor might be the unofficial visitor, Caleb Holt, 5-star guard, who already took an official visit earlier this fall. And then they've got some 27s and some 28s on campus for unofficial visits. So,
Boogie Cook, great name.
Boogie Cook, a local kid. A lot of good guys, but Jordan Smith, Josh Irving, and Caleb Holt are the 3 that I'm really watching here.
Love it. Cool. Got some recruiting scoop, too.
Do we want to...
Yeah. You didn't even say be ready.
Oh, be big. Can we get a be ready?
Oh, be ready, always.
Nice. Yeah.
Be ready merch.
Yeah, we did, yeah. With Jacob's face on it.
Do we want to call it? Are we good?
I'm about ready here.
Let's wrap up with this.
Or should we do a battle of should we do a Pop-A-Shot game real quick?
Yeah. All right. For the content.
Close it out. Well, yeah, here, we'll do this. We'll see.
But I feel like we got to do that one.
Should we do the giant inflatable one? Is there a line, though? I don't want to kick out a bunch of children. Well, that'd be fun, I guess, but probably not appropriate.
All right. No, I think we can be next. Let's go wait.
So the first one to hit it from the other side of the room wins.
All right. Zach is going to get destroyed in the absolute worst way.
I'm not sure how we go. We're waiting in line here.
We're waiting in line.
Let me get in my spot
like a good boy.
Ooh, we do have face paint over there, Jack.
What would you?
If you'd like to get a nice lion,
what would you get your face painted?
Probably a frog.
A frog?
Yeah.
Why?
Why not? Frogs are fun. That's an abnormal pick. You know, most people go lions. Jack probably. Cats. Typical.
So how are we going to do this challenge?
We're not. We're just going to see.
I feel like the more efficient thing would have been going to the actual basketball floor and doing like a free throw contest.
No, that's lame.
Yeah, that's true.
First to 5 wins.
First to 5?
Handed.
Mike in right hand, shot in left hand.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
Please.
Hey.
Who's your favorite player?
We're live right now.
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Ooh. She's quick with it, too.
Is this your first Big Blue Madness?
Mm-mm.
How many have you been to?
About 3.
What has been your favorite Big Blue Madness?
Last year's.
What are you expecting from tonight's Big Blue Madness?
Definitely a lot of people.
I can see that from the fan base. Zach, we gotta wait.
Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Yeah, we love it. We love it.
Here, Jack, just come over here.
Don't get a head start.
You can use the Lady Balls one. Why is this
All
here?
right. Come on, we got to read the room, folks. We got to read the room. All right, ready?
Well, what are we doing?
Are we just like first?
Okay, let's step back a little. Let's make it.
He's in his right hand. Use right hand?
I'll use my right hand.
All right, there you go.
All right, we'll just first one to make it, and then you get a counter.
All right,
you
ready?
Match it. Oh. All right.
All right.
Wow. This could be embarrassing if we start missing a lot. But we don't need to. Don't worry about it.
Counter.
Get the counter. Come on. Pressure. Oh, okay. All right. Let's keep it going then.
Oh, no.
Eyes closed.
All right. If you're still watching at this point, this is on you. I deserve, it can't end. It can't end better than that. One final Big Blue Madness takeaway before we wrap this thing up, folks.
Okay. Do we have an ad? Have you done an ad read? Do we have an ad read to do before we figure that or end this thing?
I'll check while you give your Big Blue Madness take. What are you most looking forward to?
Most looking forward to is just to get sentimental, I'm ready for the start of another basketball season. I'm very excited for Mark Pope's second year. We've spent all summer talking to the players, talking to Pope, looking over film, just obsessing over what this team's going to look like, trying to plug and play the entire roster. How good is Cam Williams going to be? What's Colin Chandler's jump going to be like? When the hell is Jaden Quaintance going to play basketball? Is Jalen Lowe going to be an all-SEC player? Can Otega Owe take the next leap? What the hell is Braden Hawthorne? Is he going to end up being Tayshaun Prince? Why is Malachi Moreno our 12th best player and he's going to be a starter probably next season? There's just so much to talk about with this team, and it's so fun to finally actually get to see it. We're going to actually get to learn what this team's going to be, how they're going to play, how they interact together, how deep Pope's lineup is going to be, who makes the leaps, who kind of regresses. All of the good and the bad is just going to be so much fun. I'm ready for another season. The first season with Mark Pope was just a blast. For me personally, especially getting to enjoy it with all my friends here and go travel and just watch Kentucky basketball and write about it and talk about it has been a blast. So I'm ready to do it for another 8 months, 9 months, all the way into April, and just have a lot of fun. And it starts in, what time is it?
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. That's crazy to think about, but I'm ready.
Hey, you know what I'm excited for? Our friends at SeatGeek. Thank you to SeatGeek
You're welcome.
for always being there for us and even being there tonight. Look, if you're a member of Big Blue Nation, you could get in the door for $10. 10 whole smackaroos, $10.
Oh, really?
You can get lower level tickets for $56, but hey, get yourself in the door for $10. With our friends. Yes, absolutely. Get here right now. Use our code KSR10 for 10% off your next SeatGeek order. Thanks. With that $10, you can get even 10% off on top of that. So, sponsored by SeatGeek. Restrictions apply. Max $20 discount. So, hey, if you're still looking for a ticket, if you're a part of this BBN United Fan Fest and you want to actually be here for the madness itself and the surprises that are in store, final guess on the surprise. What do you think happens?
John Wall dance middle of the floor. That'd be funny.
I would be surprised.
Yeah, that would be a surprise.
I would be surprised. I'm going Shai Gilgeous-Alexander bringing the MVP trophy out onto mid-floor to kind of tie the generations together, but also give fans a recruiting pitch and all that stuff. I think those two things are probably the heavy favorites right now. Would you say?
I would say so.
All right,
Steven, pan over to the line one more time. There's going to be a lot of disappointed Kentucky fans here soon because they're going to be closing up shop.
Hey, but we aren't disappointed over here because we just spent 2 hours talking to the most beautiful fans in the world. We appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, we will get the heck out of here, and we'll be back afterward for a rapid reaction and I'm sure break down the latest of what that surprise is and just how surprised we ended up being. So we will see you then. We appreciate you hanging on. If you stayed for 2 hours, we love you even more.
And if you stayed for 4 hours, the Memorial Memo, extra shout out to you.
With that, so long. We'll see you